Hey, I'm Rowan from Art of Smart Education, and in this video I'm going to run through both the pros and the cons of one-on-one tutoring and group classes so that you can make an informed decision about which approach is the right one to support your child. Now, over the last 8 years, we've supported over 3,000 students both in one-on-one across Sydney and Melbourne and in group tutoring formats. And along that way, we've identified things that work and challenges in both approaches. So let's jump right in to one-on-one tutoring. The pros of one-on-one tutoring is that it's highly targeted. You can move ahead of the class at school, you can go back and identify gaps in a student's understanding and do revision. So it's flexible and it's targeted to an individual's specific needs. It's also fantastic because it's a wonderful environment for a student to ask questions, to ask those questions that in class at school they didn't feel comfortable asking. Now it's interesting though because a common misconception that we see is the belief that one-on-one tutoring is always the best approach. And what we've found is that while it's fantastic, it does have a couple of challenges. The first is that it can be quite intense for a student. If you've got the focus of one person on you for an entire hour, an hour and a half, it can be pretty hard and pretty intense to stay focused that entire time. So students can find that challenging. Additionally, one-on-one doesn't provide students with the opportunity to get different perspectives and approaches from other students, to see how other students are tackling things, and to also see how you're going relative to other schools. Perhaps you're actually doing really well and stressing unnecessarily. The other con of a one-on-one approach is that while it's highly targeted, it can go off on tangents and as a result not systematically cover the syllabus and the curriculum in a way that ensures that a student has a knowledge of the entirety of the course that's required for their exams. So there you have it, some pros and some cons of one-on-one tutoring. But what about group classes? One of the great things about group classes is the fact that it's got a really clear, structured approach. It's fantastic for going ahead and moving forward through the syllabus to ensure that students have a really powerful knowledge and understanding of the content for exams. So it's fantastic in its structure. Additionally, what we've observed and found from feedback from students and parents alike is that when a session's one-on-one and then a second or a third student get added, it's amazing to see the energy levels lift of all the students. They've got dialogue, discussion, debates, and they leave feeling more energized. So often, having more than one student can actually increase the energy levels of all students involved. There are some cons with group tutoring. And one of the cons is that it's not as targeted as your one-on-one approach. One-on-one is great for going back and filling gaps, but group is about moving forward. So there isn't the opportunity to necessarily go back and identify the gaps in a student's understanding and to then focus on that. Additionally, students can sometimes feel uncomfortable to ask questions in a group format because there's other students around and they don't want to look stupid. So it can mean that they don't ask the questions that they need to. So there you have it, the pros and the cons of both approaches. Now what we've found in 8 years of work and over 3,000 students that we've supported is that you can actually get the best of both worlds. And that's what we've done in our classes at our campus in Hornsby. How? Well, firstly, all our classes are small. And secondly, we have two components. We've got a theory class and we've got a tutorial component. Now the theory class is all about getting the benefits of the group model. It's got a small class so that you've got students being able to get different perspectives. It's got a really mapped out, amazingly sort of structure for what's going to be covered each week to ensure students develop that powerful understanding of the curriculum and the syllabus. But what we've then done is we want to get the benefits of the one-on-one approach. So immediately afterwards, students access a tutorial. And the tutorial is all about homework and assessment help. It's about having a comfortable space for students to ask a tutor questions, to put their hand up, to bring the tutor over and to ask them that question in a one-on-one format. For the tutor to spend time identifying the students' gaps in past material, to go back and provide revision to fill those. So through this approach, we get the best of both. We get the high energy and the structure from a group format, and then we get, the personalization, the targeted gap focus, and the comfortable environment to ask questions through our tutorials. All of our teachers are vibrant, passionate, enthusiastic, and we can help across one-on-one or small group classes. So get in touch with our friendly team on 1300 267 888. They'll have a chat to you, they'll get to know your needs and goals and aspirations for your child, and they can help you make a recommendation for which approach will fit and suit your child best. We've got a proven track record. On average, our students improving their marks by 19.41%. So we can help your child, and we're looking forward to hearing from you.